What's going on, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez. I'm back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We'll kick things off by recapping plays from yesterday. We'll spend a moment going over our free square on Thrive Fantasy, and then we'll go over 4 plays that I like for you today on Prizepicks. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, click the notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and the channel. And without further delay, let's get into our plays from yesterday. All right, 1-1-1 on the day. 1 push, 1 win, 1 loss. Let's talk about that loss. Christian Yelich, he lost all my respect yesterday. Nah, I still respect the man, but I don't respect his ass play yesterday. That was terrible. 10 runs scored in that game between the Brewers and the Nationals, and Yelich couldn't get anything going for us. So 1 loss, took the over on Lindor's fantasy score. That was a win. And then we got a push from Zach Eflin versus the strikeout-laden New York Yankees yesterday. He pushed with 5. We needed 6 to go over, so not a win, not a loss. It was a push. 1-1-1 on the day. We move on to a new day today, Wednesday. New player props, new results. Hopefully today yields better numbers, more money for us than it did yesterday, than yesterday's picks, I should say. Before we dive into our plays on the Prizepicks board, let's spend a moment going over free square news over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, Thrive Fantasy, partner of the channel. Go ahead and partner up with Thrive Fantasy yourself. Enjoy a 100% deposit match on your very first deposit of $25 or more, all the way up to $250. Today's free square on Thrive Fantasy, Dylan Cease, 0.5 strikeouts. Take the over on this one. Pair it with the play that you like. Damn near guaranteed 3.2x your entry amount on Thrive. If you want to start seeing a free square play that I like on Thrive Fantasy, you know what I would pair that up with, leave a comment below. Let me know. I can easily add that into the video. But if you got any questions about the free square, any questions about the promo, drop a comment below. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to go over anything you got. All right, here we are on the Prizepicks dashboard. We have 2 fantasy scores, or excuse me, 2 hitter fantasy scores, 2 strikeout props today. As always, if you got what you want, I wish you the best of luck. If you want to stick around and listen to me break these down, then stick around because I'm going to break these down for you. Let's start with Garrett Cole, 7.5 strikeout props. I like the over on this one. We're heading over to props.cash so we can look at this together. Okay, over on props.cash, what I have pulled up is Garrett Cole's last 10 games at home. Now, at home, he's only averaging 7.2 strikeouts per start. Now, I do want to look at the wins in that one, or the overs in that one. So 4 times he's gone over this line. In those 4 games, he has a total of 35 strikeouts. Added up, 10, 8, 9, and 8. That's 35 strikeouts. 35 divided by 4, that's almost 9 strikeouts a game. So I like looking at that because sometimes when you look at the average, those bad games really brings down the average, and it can give you just a bad view, almost like bad information. So it's important to kind of dig a little deeper into, you know, the numbers. So we have a, you know, upside of 9 strikeouts, almost 10 strikeouts per game. And then we have, you know, some of these games where he's giving you 2, 4, 4. He's not striking out 2 batters today, or he's not just striking out 2 batters today versus the Rays, who on the season, middle of the road team, striking out at 22.8% whiff rate versus right-handed pitchers. On the year, Cole is a above 1K per inning pitcher, and he has been averaging anywhere between 6 to 7 innings at home. So here's your upside: 7+ innings in these 2 games, over 6 innings here, and in the rest of the games, he's giving you 6 innings, 6 innings, 6 innings. You know, right around 6 innings. So if Garrett Cole can give you 6+ innings today, 7 innings today, and strike out 1 per inning, that's 7. But I believe there's an inning or 2 in there where he might be able to give us two strikeouts instead of just 1. So again, great upside here for Garrett Cole, taking on a Rays team who, do I have to remind you, allowed Christian Javier to whiff their ass with 9 strikeouts. Garrett Cole's much better pitcher than Javier. I'm taking the over right here. 7.5 strikeouts for Garrett Cole as our first play of the day. All right, next pitcher prop that I want to talk about is a Cutter Crawford strikeout prop. I like the over 5 strikeouts for him versus the Seattle Mariners. Let's head over to props.cash and we'll break it down. All right, here we are. What I have pulled up on props.cash is Cutter Crawford's last 10 away starts. Well, last 7 away starts. He's only had 7 starts on the road. So in those 7 games, he has 3 overs, he has 4 unders. Well, actually, bang. He has 3 overs, 2 pushes, and 2 unders. Big difference. That makes a huge difference. That 0.5 is real, y'all. That 0.5 is real. So let's look at the games where he has gone over. So 16 plus 6, 22. 22 divided by 3. That's over 7 strikeouts in those games, giving you 5 on the dot in those pushes, and then giving you an average of 3.5 strikeouts in the unders. So anywhere between 4 to 8 strikeouts for Cutter Crawford today is within his range. Facing a Seattle team today, striking out at the 2nd highest rate in the league to right-handed pitchers at a 26.1 whiff rate. Cutter Crawford, much different pitcher, much better pitcher on the road. When you get him out of Fenway Park, which is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, you see his numbers kind of do a whole 180. Different. Today's number at 5, I love it at 5. At 5.5, I would maybe stay away, but at 5, I absolutely love it. Taking the over. 5 strikeouts today against a heavy strikeout laden team in the Seattle Mariners for our 2nd play of the day. All right, 2 hitter fantasy scores to talk about here. Let's talk about Matt Olson. We took this man 2 days ago, I believe, 3 days ago, came through with a home run. He was our 4-bagger swagger call. He hit his fantasy points as well today. He faces a new pitcher in LA, making his LA debut. Very early start time, trying to get this video done quickly. So let's talk about Matt Olson over hitter fantasy score over on props.cash. All right, what I have pulled up for you is Matt Olson's last 10 home games, wrecking ball, 4.5, basically 4.5 hits, runs, and RBIs over his last 5, 3.5 over his last 3. I mean, the upside is there, huge upside. Today taking on Lucas Giolito, making his Angels debut on the road in Atlanta. Early start time, super hot, not super hot, hot enough, hot weather, hard contact. Keep those things in mind. Olson, great numbers versus Giolito, 6 plate appearances, 667 batting average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, and 2 singles. Versus righties on the year, lefty-righty split has been working well for him. 31 homers, 2 triples, 13 doubles, 37 singles, 277 batting average, and also 73 RBIs. So needless to say, Olson has had some success versus right-handed pitchers. Now, Giolito, on the other hand, has done a really good job at suppressing batting average versus lefties, which is what Olson is. Only a 222 batting average, 10 homers, 7 doubles, 1 triple, and 21 singles. However, what trumps those numbers are the numbers that Olson has versus Giolito. So I love looking at that BVP. Not only the BVP, but I like using that as a deciding factor. So Matt Olson, great numbers at home, great numbers versus Giolito, great numbers versus right-handed pitching. I just don't like this spot for Giolito. I mean, the math doesn't add up for him to have a really productive start today for the Angels. So with all that being said, just makes me like the over on Matt Olson. And if you're interested in his home run odds, plus 190 to go over. So give me the over give me over 8.0 fantasy score for Matt Olson as our 3rd play of the day. All right, and our final play on the board, let's talk about Adley Rutschman, hitter fantasy score. I like the over 6.5, a little too low for me. Let's head over to props.cash and we'll quickly break it down. All right, here we are over on props.cash. So what I have pulled up for you are Adley Rutschman's last 10 away games. We can see that in those games, he is averaging, get out of there, he's averaging 2.2 hits, runs, and RBIs in those games. He has 2 home runs and exactly how many RBIs? 5, 6, 7, 8 RBIs. Let's talk about his matchup today versus Yusei Kikuchi. 15 plate appearances, 273 batting average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, and 1 single. Adley Rutschman, switch hitting batter, so that means he can bat from either the right or the left side of the plate. But versus lefties on the season, giving you a 300 batting average, 4 homers, 13 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 20 singles. Kikuchi, on the other hand, Struggles a little bit more versus righties in terms of giving up contact. So, but he's also faced way more batters, from the right side of the plate, allowing 17 homers, 1 triple, 12 doubles, and 58 singles. And then versus lefties, you can see that he has done a better job at suppressing average, allowing or limiting power. So, being that he gives up heavier numbers to righties, I think we see Adley Rutschman take his swings from the right side of the plate today. There are a lot of Orioles in this lineup that can do some damage today, and I don't mind if you wanted to even stack Adley Rutschman and Anthony Santander together in a slip. Both of their fantasy lines are at 6.5. Fourth play of the day, Adley Rutschman, 6.5 fantasy score for me. The matchup is there. The splits are there, and the number is a little too low to ignore. So 6.5, we're taking the over as our fourth and final play of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on these plays. As always, thank you all so much for all your support and helping this channel grow. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is out.